All right, it's that time of the parasocial week. I'm going to be giving y'all the story of Florida Girl. I think I've mentioned her a few times. I don't think I've ever given you guys the full story though, but she popped up on my Snapchat feed yesterday, so I figured I think it's been long enough I can talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it. It's a story of heartbreak, of love, of redemption, of all that fun stuff. And yeah, anyway, so we're just going to get started, and I've got to show y'all this replay because I had a sick read on turn like 28 that won me the game immediately, and I just have to show you guys it. So Florida Girl. So Florida Girl is a gal I matched with on Bumble back in May of 2024. Is right when I was leaving college, and the reason we call her Florida Girl is because she wants to live in Florida. She was like, it goes to the same college that I did, but like she wanted to be in Florida. So she went to Florida that summer for her internship. I never got the chance to go on a date with her before the internship, which sucked because now I'm in this weird position of, is it worth writing this out for 3 months of just texting before finally meeting her in person? And I didn't want to call her, not because I didn't want to talk to her, because I did, because that would have been awesome. I didn't want to like spoil hearing her voice in person, if that makes sense. I wanted to hear her voice in person when I heard it for the first time. So that's what we did. We just never also wise glasses. What are we doing? Put an expert belt on that thing, homie. So that's basically what, and followed up by a nasty crit. I know. So that's what we did. We just talked the whole summer. Text conversations only. It was great. It was great, honestly. We matched. We clicked really well. I thought it was gonna go well, and yeah. I mean, we went the whole summer. I probably missed. Whoa, what are we speeding up for? Hold on. Why are we speeding up? Oh yeah, I win the game right here. I won the game on turn 12. Nah, hold on. Okay, hold on. I realized that was my nasty life read on turn. I thought it was on turn 20 or something, but I guess it was on turn 12. But that's how I got to the 1600s. So I guess for the rest of this live, we'll just do random battles. But yeah, we're climbing up the OU ladder, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so back to Florida Girl. So Florida Girl, yeah, things seem to be going well, right? She finally got back to, I was going to say back to the States, but she was already in the States because Florida technically does count as a state in America. So she got back to the States, and by the States I mean my college town, and it was I want to see her so bad. I was willing to do anything to see this woman. I wasn't desperate, but you can only text someone for so long. Oh shoot, you're kidding. Oh, I thought I got goob there. All right, but we hit him with the, oh, that's annoying. I just really want to see her bad because we've been texting all summer. She's finally back. And it's like, at that point, it's blood in the water, if that makes sense, right? Like she's right there. Just go and see her. My college town's only an hour away. I just wanted to see her so bad. And it eventually got to one night where it was like a Friday night. Oh, Umbrion, you're so annoying, dog. All right, but I'm going to malignant my chain now if he's going to anticipate me clicking that parting shot. Okay, and he allows, oh, let's go. No synchronize here, sir. I am immune. He gets that wish off, which is fine. I think I'll just parting shot now. Oh, excellent. But it doesn't really matter. It really does not matter, actually. But I do have Koraidon. Let me just go Electrode and Volt Switch, actually. I think that's a safer play. So yeah. Blood in the water, want to see this gal. And it was after work on a Friday night. And I was like, hey, could I come and see you? And she was like, she was still unpacking from being down in Florida. And she said like, let me see how much packing I get done because I don't want to see you with my room mess and blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, the way my living situation is work is on the northwest side of town. I live on the southeast side of town. If I stay on the northwest side of town and go back to my college town, I don't have to put as many miles on my car. because otherwise if she ended up saying yes to coming over, which I anticipated that she was going to, I had to go all the way back to my home, which is on the complete opposite side of town. And mind you, I get off work at like 10 o'clock. So that's probably some important context here. Just letting me parting shot this guy. Oh, look. He tried to hurt himself in his confusion, I bet. Let me throw up a T-wave. Really, dog? Okay, that's crazy. Let me go electrode again then. And yeah, so I anticipate she would let me come over, right? So I stayed at work in the northwest part of town. So I thought she was gonna text me after like 30 minutes. She never got a text back. I'm like, what is going on, dude? That crit might have mattered. I won't even cap. That crit might have mattered. And she was like, so I texted her after like 30, 45 minutes. I'm like, hey, what are we thinking? She texts me she waits another like 15 minutes to text me back. She's like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work tonight. And I was like, bruh, you gotta be kidding. Cause I'm the type of guy to not give a shit about that kind of stuff, right? Like, your home could be a sty, it could be terrible, horrible. I don't care. I wanted to see this gal, and that was the only thing on my mind. That's the only thing that mattered to me. That is an incredibly, yeah, I don't blame you, man. I would too. After I get 2 poisons in a row like that, I don't even blame homie. So I want to see this gal. Yeah, I already said I want to see this gal so bad. If you guys can't tell, I want to see this gal bad. Now you do. Okay, how do I switch into this guy? He's gonna be the freest Aurora Veil of all time. I just already know that. Heavy duty boots, sever ledge. Don't really appreciate that, but that's okay. I need my life orb. I need my orb to ponder. So, yeah, she tells me I can't come. I'm like, man, bruh, what are we doing? And I end up driving home, and I'm upset. And she's like, are you mad? I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Like, I gave her, like, I know that's like a super like dad answer to give, but that's how I genuinely, it was something to that effect. Cause like, I'm not going to be mad at a woman for not letting me come over. Right. But at the same time, I was like, I wasn't upset that she wouldn't let me come over and hang out with her. I was upset that she decided that her room being quote unquote messy is the reason why I couldn't come see her. That's where I drew issue. Oh gosh. Wow, Swanee, you strong guy, bruh. Holy. Alright, let's get the spikes up, shall we? As he goes into mine him. Bro, I'm not thunderwaving there, my guy. Alright, let's go wish cashier. Double the special attack, but I got the earthquake. Oh my goodness, I was not ready for that, bro. I was not ready for the Minum grass knot kill. Dude, that's so ridiculously strong, bro. Why is Minum such a strong guy? Dude, please overheat connect. I just want to thank God. Alright, let me thunderbolt. Oh man, that's okay. Let me get our spike up then. So that's where I was like upset. And I got home and we were just kind of texting, and she was like, you know, maybe oh, disconnected. Awesome. I can just keep talking. I love yapping. She was like, you know, maybe the room being clean wasn't like the most important thing ever. And I was like, yeah, probably wasn't, dude. And I just like was like pain. And she responded immediately back with like pain, like literally the exact same thing. And that killed me for some reason. And I totally pivoted off that, folks. I pivoted because I'm the GOAT like that. So I pivot off that, and I'm like, and I pull off a masterclass. I don't know how, but I did it. Oh, also part of the reason I was upset was because one of my friends was like, hey, you want to hang out tonight? And I told him no, because I think I'm going to go see this gal. So that was also part of my frustration, right? That I basically turned down my friend to go see this gal, and it never even ended up happening. So, but it did happen. It did happen, ladies and gentlemen. I clutched up, and dude, I literally left to go to her place at like 1 o'clock in the 12:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like ridiculously late, but she let me slide. She let me come through. She let me hang out with her. And oh my gosh, dude, yeah, it was so late. We I think I don't know exactly how late we stayed up, but I want to say it was close to 5 a.m. is how late we stayed up. I'll just let your imagination figure out the rest. But dude, this woman is insanely out of my league. She's very hot. She's very hot. She's still very hot. She's actually gotten hotter, which is what like sparked me to make this whole video in the story time in the first place and talk about this. Yeah, she's like so far out of my league, right? And somehow I pulled it off. We got close, and I cashed in on it on that Friday night into Saturday morning. Here's what I swear she's. Yeah, I swear she's a goddess. So not a goddess. That's a little too far. But an angel. She's not an angel of God. She was an angel sent down by God. Like, oh my gosh, guys. I just cannot. There's not enough words in the English lexicon to accurately describe like what this woman was. Like, just incredible, just crazy. And I was crazy about it. Let's just scald here. Grassland might do more actually. Technically the same base power, but Scald gives me a chance to burn. Yeah, thank goodness I didn't go for Grassland now. I would have looked very silly. Give me a burn. All right, no burn. Leftovers, interesting. I'll go for a take heart here. Actually, Zekrom's a physical attacker, isn't it? All right. Do I go Mammo? Thoughts on going Mammo? I am faster with Mammo, so I don't want to risk it. Take heart animation, that is sick, dude. He subs up. All right, sweet. I can just Ice Beam then. Yep, I can just Ice Beam. That's fine. Do I burn my Terror, though? Not really. I don't think it'll help me. That might have helped me, actually, come to think of it. All right, he's 0.1 times faster, unfortunately, so we got to figure something out here, ladies and gentlemen. You're really going to set timer on me after that BS? All right, buddy. Let's just Ice Shard here, is what I've decided on. Morning comes. She's like sick. I think it's like she's not morning sickness, right? But like she was just feeling ill. She did take a couple fireball shooters to stay awake for me, which shout outs to her. She a real one for that, y'all. But yeah, she took a couple fireball shooters to stay awake. Like she's so real for that, bro. Trying to think. I could just go you and just Dragon Pulse here. I think I'm gonna just take my kill where I can get in, not get overtly greedy going for like some weird like Thunderclap stuff, especially because you could get Substitute after that play. So I'm just gonna take the kill where I can. Also, this episode is fueled by Dr. Pepper, Strawberries and Cream, Zero Sugar. Oh yeah, that's a great sound, ladies and gentlemen. So morning comes, she's like feeling ill, so she's in the bathroom and I'm like in her bed still. And she's like, "Hey, I'm feeling sick. I think we should probably just call it here." I'm like, "Damn, bruh." But I understand, right? Good Lord, what is going on? You know, I'm calm minded here on the Protect, I swear. Oh my gosh, life red. Hi, am I faster than this guy too? I am. There's no way. Oh, he went for knock there. Interesting, because I don't even have an item to get knocked there, bruh. Oh my god, why did you not sub Protect? What are you doing? What are you doing, blood? Oh, I'm so confused. All right, we'll just depulse here and get off my chip before he inevitably whirlwinds me. Yep, Gothy Tail, and I'll just Focus Blast here. Why not, right? Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. And he gets a super effective Throat Chop. And I'm stuck. But he's stuck in here with me too, so that's nice. I know he can't leave. So, dude, are you kidding me, blood? Alright, so I believe No Retreat prevents Whirlwind from actually whirlwinding me out, which is really funny. So that's what we're doing. Oh, he just lets me stay in and do that. Alright, I think CC kills. I want to say CC kills. If it doesn't, then Seppuku. Bruh, that's really unfortunate. Alright, let's go Raging Boldicus. I'm assuming he's gonna go Team Louis the Third here, if I had to guess. I hate this. I think I'm gonna lose this game. You guys don't care about the randabouts. Story time. Finish it up. So, I wait for her to get out of the bathroom. We kiss and say goodbye. And this is where I feel terrible. I should have like been a better guy right in that moment and went to the bathroom and like held her hair like as she was. I presume she was yakking. I guess I don't know exactly what was going on, but I presume she was probably yakking. Damn, really? That's all the more you can give me, Pokemon? Are you serious? Alright, whatever. Mighty Cleave does not kill, which means I can win. Thunderclap might. Yep, okay. No mind game here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a nice, easy Thunderclap your cheeks, buddy. Alright. I hope he brings in Ting Lu here, because I need all the chip on that thing I can get. But I also want to see... Okay. I assume he's not going to let me Thunderclap this thing. Damn, he was going to let me Thunderclap that thing. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm going to go for the Thunderwave of Destiny here. And hopefully I can pull some crazy shit off. Alright, well, Draco here. Because ultimately, I do get a free Draco here, right? Okay, and now he's going to hit me. Or not. No. Okay, whatever. He raised my stamina, and I get leftovers as well. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's huge. Because now Body Press is super effective. Let me win. And then I'll get on with the story time. 45, that's enough, right? That's enough? Yes! Wait, he hasn't used his tear yet. No! Unfortunate. All right, let's finish up the story. That was the last time I ever saw her again. We texted for the next 4 or so months. She had another guy situation that she courted in the middle of that. I probably was acting desperate right after the sleepover. I wasn't able to tailgate with her, which sucked. And then we originally planned on going to a football game together. She ended up passing me on that. So at that point, I told myself, like in my mind, like after the sleepover, I told myself if this woman doesn't want to go to this football game with you, then we're just calling it a day. And she offered the same gambit. She said, like, maybe we should stop talking at that football game. And I ended up just stalling it and prolonging it. And we kept talking. I don't know how I finagled my way out of that one, but we kept talking. And then, yeah, she had another guy in the middle there. And then after that, there was one night where we were going to see each other, and that just never happened either. And then, 2025 came around, and a few days into 2025, she just completely ghosted me. Never heard from her again. She never ran out of me on any of the socials. She didn't block me. She didn't block my number. Kind of a strange situation, but that's Florida Girl. So if you ever hear me reference Florida Girl, that's who I'm referencing. And I can't remember if Florida Girl is the reason this rule is in place, or if it's another one of my exes. But I mean, I don't think Florida Girl's technically an ex, even though I view it in my head as an ex because of how long it went on and the gravity of all that and everything that happened. Anyway, in my mind, she's an ex. Not all my exes are ex-girlfriends. They're just like exes in my mind, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I think she's the reason I made the rule that if I'm pretty sure it's her, because I think the dealio was, there was one time where I thought I was going to see her, like, I was afraid I was, like, going to see her at the bars, like, making bar runs and stuff. And so I implemented the rule that if I see my ex, I kill myself on the spot. And, so I'm still alive. So if that tells you guys anything, I have not ran into a single one of my exes since creating that rule. So, yeah, don't know if that's a sign from God or something, but that's where we are. That's where we are. Also, post-editing thought that I totally forgot to mention, I'm going to a wedding down in Florida, and she is now in the town that this wedding is going to be at. So there's technically a non-zero chance I will see her very soon. So if this channel goes dark around the middle of September, you guys know why. And that's all I got. That's story time for today. Thank you all very much for listening in and letting me yap. Hopefully there's a life lesson in here somewhere. But that's all I got for today. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
index cause I'm stainless. Yo girl gave me brain, she brainless. Wouldn't holler when till was nameless. Now my skin, all the bitches shameless. Cats in the cradle and a silver spoon. Little boy blue man on the moon.